Hey everyone, Drew Jacobson here, your go-to realty pro. And this morning, Colleen and I drove out to Carmichael to look at a potential flip property. And this house is a one of one, super unique, almost like the Santa Rosa house. I don't know if you remember seeing that video, but so much potential. So we are going to be writing an offer on this house. But check out this video and let me know what you think in the comments. All right. So pretty much anything that's wood on the exterior, you can count on being rotten. So the eaves, the fascia boards, fencing, all of that. The roof is trashed. They've got like a tarp that's been on there for years. It's even in the Google aerial view. This front yard is crazy. The plants have taken over. I like all the brick. Now as you walk in, on the right, that's towards the kitchen. This is towards the bedrooms. And then as you walk here, the first room in front of you is the home office. And actually, all of these built-ins still look like they're in great shape. Probably wouldn't need to rip all of those out. Just get rid of the wallpaper and paint it. New flooring and everything. Here's one of the bedrooms. Smaller one. Definitely some sheetrock work, flooring work. I think all of the old, what those called, the intercom system in the house was all ripped out, so you'll see a couple different square holes and sheetrocks here and there. Here's another one of the bedrooms. This room smelled like cigarettes, but also had some holes in the ceiling from the leaking roof. Another beautiful bathroom. Probably the only window that's ever been replaced in the house right there. And then that's the primary closet, which is kind of small. For the square footage of the house, we got to figure out a way to add a little bit of closet space. But yeah, this is the primary bedroom. It's got a little retreat with the fireplace, jetted tub. And almost everywhere throughout this house, there's no attic. It's just exposed roof and wood, which is really good look and architecturally, kind of a fun aesthetic. However, it's also an aesthetic that we'll have to take into consideration when we're choosing which finishes to put into this house, because it's kind of stay with the overall theme of the house, which is like almost more like cabin themed with all the wood and the brick. But we'll have to figure out whether or not we go with our normal floors and normal kitchen counters and cabinets, or if we do something that's trying to be a little bit more on brand with this particular floor plan. Lots of skylights. All the skylights are pretty much going to need to be replaced. Every window is still aluminum framed, probably from the 60s, needs to be replaced. Not sure about this kitchen layout. So we might be able to tear all of that down and redo it, but it's got that fireplace right in the middle. Not sure if we keep the brick or if we peel off the brick and try to wrap that in some sort of a granite, but again, we can't really make this too modern because the overall aesthetic of the house just isn't modern, according to Colleen. I trust everything she says. Here's the backyard. So much stuff to dump in the backyard. We're going to look upstairs before we take a full walk through the backyard. But these are the rounded stairs, pretty narrow, up to the loft, which has a little bar in it. Give you a quick view back to the downstairs from up here. But it's just such an open floor plan because all the high ceilings. I have no idea how they got that pool table up there. There was actually a winch attached to the front of the house. They might have had to just pull that up and go over the balcony. Another kind of just looking down, open floor plan from the loft area. A little bit of a crawl space in here. The stairs to nowhere. If you want to go out through the window onto the roof, I guess that's what those stairs are for. This house is vacant. I don't think that anybody has lived here for probably 2 or 3 years at least, based off of the tax records and when it transferred from the owner, who probably passed away, to his children. Another bedroom here, and this one's almost like a casita because it's got its own little kitchen. It's got plenty of room for the bedroom, but also for a living area. So it might be interesting to, look at the potential of adding some outside stairs to this and having this kind of separate from the house. Or we'll just keep it part of the house. But so now we are heading into the backyard, and you can see they've got this creek bed with a bridge going over it. The creek bed is dry at the moment, at least mostly. So I got this playing at 1.4 speed, so it's a little jerky here and there. So here's the pool. Definitely looks cool with all the stone wrap and old tile. Will have to be replastered. They could probably at least $20,000 trying to get that pool back together and new pool equipment. Lots of bamboo all over the place. We'll probably have to have my boy Austin, AG Cuts, come out here for a few days, maybe a week, and just kind of get all of this landscaping in check, cut all these trees back. So many different little outdoor buildings like this that are rotting, though. Little storage areas. Another little bridge. I think there's like 3, maybe even 4 different bridges in the backyard. This looks like kind of a storage shed at the moment, but because of the ceiling being see-through and there's misters running across the ceiling, so I'm assuming this might have been some sort of a outdoor grow area where, a greenhouse type thing. But it's all broken in and rotten, and not sure if it's salvageable or not. A lot of these trees look like they're in pretty good shape. They just have no maintenance. But there are a couple of them that look like they might be dead or at least dying, with some huge branches up top that need to come down. This is the little outdoor storage area for the pool equipment. I have not seen a pool pump like that. I don't know how old that is, but I'm assuming it's going to need to be replaced as well. Then we've got this, whatever this is. 2-story outdoor, kind of a pool house looking vibe, but like the downstairs part of this, maybe another little bar area, somewhere where you could set up some speakers, kind of a party station. But like as far as the layout goes, you couldn't really have a lot of people in there. So I'm not sure what that's all about. And then there's some stairs that lead up to the top part. Looks like there's several different other stairs areas that have rotted out completely. Another bridge. These stairs, however, were pretty sound structurally. Didn't feel like anything was really giving with my weight, which is good. Because you'll see all of those window pieces are broken out as well, so it's getting soaked. But I mean, I can just picture this backyard totally cleaned up, with this cleaned up, and being kind of the party place, hosting weddings. I mean, there's just so much potential with this. I just thought these were kind of cool. All these old tools, an old table saw. So much stuff to just throw away, though. Before we got out here, we figured probably $5,000 worth of demo and dumping. Nah, make that more like $20,000 worth of demo and dumping. But again, 19,000 square foot lot, big deck there. This deck, however, I would not want to walk under. So I went to the side. Because all of those joists are completely rotted out. The support joists are good, that are supposed to be supporting everything. But the joists that are supporting the flooring there, trash. There's that creek. Trying to figure out where that goes to because it crosses the property line. It's not wet, so I'm not sure if that's something where we have to fill that and have a pump, or if it's a seasonal thing. But there were some more stairs that were completely rotted away there. All right, so I'm going to flip the light on here for you in a second. There we go. This is a bit of the crawl space under the house. Absolutely full of junk, just like everywhere else in this house. But at least this gave me sort of a better look at the foundation, how some of the electrical was wired, access to plumbing, HVAC. So all relatively easily accessible. I'm assuming the HVAC is going to need to be completely replaced. The water heater was down there as well. Kind of looking at some of these boards here to see if that's water damage. They didn't look rotten, but they definitely looked like they had some minerals, from dried out water. Some rot there for sure. And that is underneath the kitchen sink. So definitely going to be some work there. And then I've already shown you the kitchen, but just wanted to show you from this angle. And then this was kind of hiding in the back. That is a slider out to the first level deck. Turn the light off and I'll be able to get through there with the camera a little better. Yeah. Again, more stuff to throw away. This portion of the deck was